All right, guys, what's good? We're going full deep dive on UFC Fight Night, Sterling versus Zalal, and this card is actually pretty damn entertaining. If you love real MMA talk with no fluff, honest breakdowns, solid fight IQ, and straight picks, you're in the right spot, bro. Smash subscribe, drop a like, and comment your picks below. Let's run it. Julia Pilastri versus Talita Alankar. This is a classic striker versus grappler matchup. Julia Pilastri has been looking sharp lately. Quick footwork, crisp boxing, and she throws with real intent. Talita Alankar is dangerous on the ground, especially if she can get the back or lock in a choke. I expect Julia to control the fight at range early, using her speed to keep it standing. Alankar will definitely hunt takedowns and try to make it messy in the clinch. As long as Pilastri stays disciplined, she should have the edge. My pick, Julia Pilastri by decision. Max Griffin versus Victor Valenzuela. Max Griffin is the tough veteran who's been through the wars and knows how to drag guys into deep waters. But age is starting to show, and he's not as sharp as before. Victor Valenzuela is the young, explosive prospect with heavy hands and nonstop pressure. This is a classic vet versus prospect fight. If Valenzuela pushes the pace and makes it a dogfight, he can finish it. If Griffin slows it down and uses his experience, he might steal rounds. My pick, Victor Valenzuela by decision or late TKO. Yafel Filho versus Cody Durden. Yafel Filho is a Brazilian grappling menace, aggressive, slick in scrambles, and always looking for the neck or an arm. Cody Durden brings forward pressure and decent wrestling, but lately he's been fading and taking too much damage. The fight will be decided by where it takes place. Standing, Durden can compete. On the ground, it's Filho's world. My pick, Yafel Filho by submission, early. Mayra Bueno Silva versus Michelle Montague. Mayra has lost 4 of her last 5 and doesn't look as dangerous or physical as she once was. Michelle Montague is undefeated, young, tall, and seems to be improving fast. This feels like a perfect matchup for Montague to show what she can do. Mayra can still be tricky on the ground, but I think Michelle's size and youth take over. My pick, Michelle Montague by decision. Jackson McVeigh versus Cedric Dumas. Jackson McVeigh is 0-2 in the UFC, but stylistically he has advantages here. Cleaner striking, better aggression, and good reach. Cedric Dumas hasn't impressed me much on the feet so far. This looks like a good bounce-back spot for McVeigh if he sticks to his game plan. There's always danger of a takedown, but I trust him more in this matchup. My pick, Jackson McVeigh by decision. Rodolfo Vieira versus Eric Mecanico. Rodolfo Vieira is a straight BJJ monster. His grappling is elite. If he closes the distance and gets it down, most guys don't survive. Eric Mecanico wants to keep it standing with his southpaw reach and power. Early on, Mecanico might land some good shots, but the longer the fight goes, the more Vieira's ground game will dominate. My pick, Rodolfo Vieira by submission, round 2. Ryan Spann versus Buchecha. This one's spicy. On paper, Spann looks better, longer, more experienced, better striker. But Buchecha is a different beast. Multiple-time ADCC champion. His grappling is on another level. He only needs one opening, one scramble, one lazy moment from Spann, and it's wraps. Spann might have some success early, but I expect Buchecha to slowly drag him into his world and finish the job. My pick, Buchecha by submission. Big upset alert. Montel Jackson versus Raoni Barcelos Montels, the bigger, stronger, more explosive athlete. Barcelos brings veteran pressure, but at 38, that gas tank might not last. My pick, Montel Jackson by decision or TKO. Davy Grant versus Adrian Luna. Martinetti, 40-year-old veteran dog versus undefeated prospect. Grant lives in the chaos. My pick, Davy Grant by decision. Rafa Garcia versus Alexander Hernandez. Garcia is a grinding machine, pressure, wrestling, top control. Hernandez has that early explosive power and one-punch KO threat. If Garcia weathers the early storm, he's going to drag Hernandez into a deep, ugly fight and slowly break him down. My pick, Rafa Garcia by decision. Norma Dumont versus Jocelyn Edwards. High-level women's bantamweight action. Dumont is the technician, smart, clean, great IQ. Edwards brings power and pressure, but can be wild. I think Dumont stays composed, controls the range, and takes over later rounds. My pick, Norma Dumont by decision. Main event, Aljamain Sterling versus Youssef Zalal, former champ versus the hottest prospect in the division. Aljamain Sterling is still elite, awkward movement, tricky striking, elite wrestling, and BJJ. He's a master at winning ugly 5-round fights. Youssef Zalal is on fire right now. Long, athletic, switch stance, dangerous everywhere and full of confidence. Early on, Zalal is going to be fast and dangerous. He might even hurt Sterling if he catches him clean. But as the fight goes longer, Sterling's experience, control, and pace usually take over. He knows how to drag guys into deep waters and drown them with pressure and grappling. Zalal has never faced this level of veteran IQ in the UFC. My pick, Aljamain Sterling by decision, maybe even a late submission if Zalal starts fading in rounds 4 or 5. I trust the Funk Master here. There it is, full card locked in. Now drop your picks in the comments, who you got in the main event and why. Let's talk. If you enjoyed the breakdown, smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Appreciate you watching. Enjoy the fights this weekend, and I'll catch you in the next video. Let's run it up.